welcome. We are here at NEMTAC Transform 2025 in Dallas, Texas. I'm happy to introduce Emilio, who's the Ops Manager from Contigo Transport out of Fresno, California.
Yes.
Welcome, it's great to have you.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Well, let's jump right in. And before we start on our questions, I'd like to just understand your business a little more.
Right.
So can you just give us a background of when you started, how you've grown over the last several years?
Yeah, absolutely. So Contigo started in 2021. We've been operating out of Central California, and we do services all throughout the state. So not only just Fresno, but we go north and south. And we are serving patients mainly ambulatory services, but we also do wheelchair services, which is something that we are looking into expanding as well, as our customers require that service in different areas of the state, especially in rural areas. So we are looking to expand more specialty services in that area. But
in specialty, you're looking at doing more of the WAVE vehicles, so
yes,
the wheelchair accessible vehicles.
Absolutely. It's going to be a necessity for NEMT, especially as ambulatory services are transitioned over to rideshare. So our stance as an NEMT provider is that if we become more specialized, we can hold on and retain to more customers and serve them in a better way.
I really like that idea because, as you said, the TNCs look at the ambulatory. The real need is the WAVE,
yes,
and as the demand for wheelchair accessible vehicles increases, I think the premium and pricing will increase as well.
Of course.
Again, in the rural communities, I'm sure you've seen in Central California, there's a lot of underserved populations.
Yes.
And that's where I think it's excellent that you are looking at that from a strategic perspective to add the wheelchair accessible vehicles to serve those communities.
Of course.
So again, what got you into the NEMT industry?
My brother did, actually. So he's the owner of our company.
Okay.
He had a previous company before, and he got started because our mother was going through chemotherapy from 2012 to 2014. And he noticed that it was necessary because he was busy working. I was too young to drive her. So we got introduced to NEMT because of our mother's chemotherapy. And from there, he started his first business, more south in California. And that's when I first got brought on. And we branched off in 2021, creating Contigo. And so we've always started from passion. We saw what our mother went through, and we know what patients go through. So we like to put ourselves in the patient's shoes and provide them the best service possible.
I like that with the TPs and the interviews we've done today, everyone has been tied to a family member.
Yes.
And I personally have had my grandmother who's been in a wheelchair for 20 years, and I saw the lack of service and the lack of care and support and sensitivity, and it's led me into this industry. And it sounds, with your mom going through chemo, a similar situation. So I like when you lead with passion,
yes,
then that business is your passion. So that's really great to hear.
yes.
What's the best advice you've received as you grew the operation?
Systems and processes.
That's the first time I've heard that. I like it. You're going to go far.
I've noticed that if you can't have consistent systems and you can't identify your flaws in your processes, you're going to be stuck in the same spot.
Well said.
Yes.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. And I think the policies, procedures, and controls that you have in place go a long way.
Absolutely.
So I like that.
Absolutely.
What are you excited about in the NEMT industry overall?
The innovation. The introduction of AI, I believe it's not as scary as people think it should be. I think it's going to improve the capacity that providers are able to handle rides and the quality of service to our patients. Not only to our patients, but also to people that we may work with, other payers or brokers. So I think it's going to streamline a lot of things, and we're going to see a lot of improvements in our efficiencies due to AI in the coming years.
This is the first that I've heard, and it's good that you've embraced AI in the utilization of your systems, your policies, and your procedures, because I do believe there's a lot of value in that.
Yes.
That we can't take out the experience, because that is with the driver and the patient, which I love. That will always be there, but I think for the systems and services, and as for scheduling and things like that, AI will be key to the growth of the industry.
Of course, yes.
Excellent. So you are in your 4th year?
Yes.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in a year, and then where do you see the operation in 5 years?
Okay, so I think in about a year, we should have everything standardized. We should be capable of branching out into different areas in California, different offices in different locations. In 5 years, I would love to either explore more on how to become a broker and handle our branches to consolidate our trips throughout
So working
California.
directly with MCOs.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
I believe as an NEMT provider, you either become closer to MCOs as a broker, or you kind of focus a little bit more on the software side. But in the position that we are, due to the logistical side where we're positioned, I think we could benefit greatly from becoming a broker.
Excellent. I like it. So now let's get personal. What's a story that you have that really hit home with you in regard to transporting a patient? What's a ride that stands out with you in your operation?
Well, I guess there's been a few, but I guess it's whenever a patient truly shows their appreciation for you. So we've gotten several calls, but one that stands out is, you know, a younger daughter called us saying that she was grateful for us to taking her father to consistent appointments. And it's just, I would say a lot of them just stand out to me because I like knowing that we're appreciated and that we bring value to our customers. So I would say being able to know that our passion is producing a better quality of life for our patients is what's really standing out to us.
I like that the daughter reached out to you too.
Yes.
It's always nice to have a family member.
Yes, not the actual
on the
patient,
behalf,
right? They're the ones that are
shows the
telling you.
appreciation, because sometimes we don't hear from the family of how supportive you are and the driver is with the transportation, but
Exactly.
That's great to hear.
Yes.
So what do you want to see from the industry, from the NEMT industry? What would you like to see?
I guess a little bit more cohesiveness. There are a lot of different organizations working together or separately, tons of softwares, tons of brokers, being able to become more of a community, such as like what NEMTAC does. I believe having that collaboration between NEMT providers, between brokers is really gonna standardize a lot of things and improve efficiencies.
I couldn't agree more, and I think that being in NEMTAC here at the conference is a great move forward. And again, our goal, as I'm sure yours is mobility for all.
Yes.
We live by that standard that we want transportation across the board.
Of course.
Doesn't matter where you come from and who you are, what your background is, what your paycheck is, that you still have transportation when you need it for all medical appointments.
Precisely.
Well, what's your inspiration? What inspires you in the industry and for you to build?
Yeah, like I mentioned, well, after going what we did with our mother and seeing that we can provide great services to others, being able to know that we're providing a good service and it resonates with people. So we're passionate about that, and yeah, just being able to really connect with customers on an emotional level and know that we're there for them, because sometimes they don't have anybody else, and being there for them in a dark time is something that we love to do and support them.
That's great. It's great to hear. Support system.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I
Thank you so
appreciate your
much.
time.
Absolutely.
I look forward to working with you as you grow your
Yes.
NEMT operation.
We will. Thank you.